She was never born unbroken, she became unbroken through moments no one applauded, through nights no one witnessed, through pain that taught her how to survive quietly. The world may call her strong today, but it never saw the days when strength felt like an impossible task, when simply breathing felt like work, when standing up again required everything she had. An unbroken woman is not someone who never fell, she is someone who fell and learned how to rise with trembling hands and a steady heart. She learned early that life does not ask permission before it takes, that loss arrives without warning, that love can leave and dreams can shatter, yet even then something inside her refused to go dark. She learned how to carry sorrow without letting it consume her, how to walk forward while holding grief close to her chest. She learned how to smile in public and heal in private, because the world does not pause for women who are hurting, and so she kept going, not because she was fearless, but because stopping was not an option. There were moments when she questioned her worth, when the voices around her grew louder than the one inside her telling her to keep going. She was told she was too much, too emotional, too sensitive, too weak, yet those very things became her strength, because sensitivity taught her empathy, emotion taught her depth, and pain taught her resilience. She may be a mother holding her family together while quietly falling apart. She may be a daughter who learned too soon how to be strong. She may be a survivor who carries memories she never asked for, or a dreamer whose dreams were delayed but never destroyed. Whatever her story, one truth remains: she chose to stay. Unbroken women wake up every day carrying invisible battles. They fight anxiety, fear, doubt, and exhaustion behind composed faces. They learn how to show up even when they are tired of being strong, even when the weight feels unbearable. They still choose to try again. They understand that healing is not linear, that some days feel like progress and others feel like failure. They learn to forgive themselves for the days they cannot rise, for the days they need rest, for the moments when strength looks like asking for help instead of standing alone. An unbroken woman learns that survival itself is an act of rebellion in a world that expected her to break. She learns that choosing life, choosing growth, choosing peace is powerful. She stops measuring her success by the expectations of others and starts honoring her own journey. She builds boundaries where there were none. She learns to say no without guilt and yes without fear. She begins to understand that she does not owe the world her suffering. She does not need to explain her healing. She simply needs to keep choosing herself. There are nights when old wounds ache, when memories return uninvited, when doubt whispers that she has not come far enough, but even then she breathes, she grounds herself, she remembers the woman she once was and the strength it took to become who she is now. Unbroken women are not loud about their victories, they celebrate quietly. They find joy in small things, in peace, in growth, in moments of calm. They learn that happiness does not need to be dramatic, it only needs to be real. They connect with other women through shared understanding, through silent nods and knowing looks, through stories exchanged in safe spaces. They lift each other without competition, they heal together, reminding one another that none of them are alone. An unbroken woman carries both softness and strength. She learns that vulnerability is not weakness, but courage. She allows herself to feel deeply without shame, because she knows that feeling deeply is what keeps her human. She rebuilds after loss, she trusts again after betrayal, she loves again after heartbreak, not because she forgets the pain, but because she refuses to let it define her future. She understands that her past shaped her, but does not control her. Over time she stops apologizing for her existence, she takes up space, she speaks when she once stayed silent, she listens to her intuition, she honors her needs, she becomes someone her younger self would feel safe with. An unbroken woman does not wait to be saved, she saves herself every single day through choices, through resilience, through compassion. She becomes her own shelter, her own strength, her own home. She looks at her reflection and sees not the cracks but the beauty in how they were held together. She sees a woman who endured, who adapted, who learned, who grew. She sees proof that broken does not mean finished. Unbroken women rise for themselves, and for those who come after them, for daughters, sisters, friends, and strangers who need to see that survival is possible, that healing is allowed, that strength can be quiet. This is not a story of perfection, it is a story of persistence, of choosing to live fully even after pain, of choosing hope even after loss, of choosing to stand even when knees shake. Unbroken women are still here, still becoming, still rising, and their stories matter, because they remind the world that no matter how many times life tries to break a woman, her spirit can still choose to remain whole. And as she continues forward, she learns that becoming unbroken is not a destination. It is a daily choice. A commitment she makes to herself. Again and again. Some days that choice looks like courage. Other days it looks like rest. Like saying no. Like walking away. Like allowing herself to feel without judgment. An unbroken woman learns to trust her inner voice. The one that was once drowned out by fear. By criticism. By survival. She learns to listen when her body asks for pause. When her heart asks for honesty. When her soul asks for space. She no longer rushes her healing. She understands that growth cannot be forced, that becoming whole takes time. She stops comparing her journey to others, because she knows pain is not a competition, and healing is not a race. There are moments when she still feels fragile, moments when the past feels close, moments when strength feels distant. But now she knows. Fragile does not mean broken. It means human. An unbroken woman allows herself to be supported. She lets love reach her, even when it feels unfamiliar, even when trust feels risky. She learns that accepting help does not erase her strength. It expands it. She begins to create a life that feels safe. Not perfect, but honest. Not loud, but aligned. She chooses environments that nurture her, people who respect her boundaries, spaces where she does not have to perform strength. Slowly, she releases the weight of who she was told to be. She steps into who she truly is, a woman shaped by experience, guided by wisdom, rooted in self-respect. Unbroken women understand that peace is power, that walking away from chaos is courage, that choosing calm over conflict is strength. They no longer need to prove their resilience. They live it. And when she reflects on her journey, she does not see a woman who survived by accident. She sees intention. She sees bravery. She sees a heart that chose hope even when hope felt distant. This is how unbroken women continue to rise. Not in grand moments,